the SF90 XX Spider. So this is the first SF90 XX in the country, and I'm a little excited to be in it. And overall, the interior is pretty much the same as the standard SF90. You have a multi-purpose steering wheel with buttons, switches, paddle shifters, everything's there. So you have a small screen here, and dash is pretty much the same, but the inside of door they have changed a few things. The center console again the same. You have gear changing switches here, buttons for the windows, for the roof here, key space, storage space, and then that's pretty much it. Seats are of course sport bucket seats, and as you can guess, they're not at all comfortable. This car is not made for comfort. So then the interior of the door basically is now lacking a proper door handle. So you still have the button for opening the door, but that's it. So they've reduced a lot of space by removing pretty much whatever they thought was excessive. And let's see what else they've done. So for the interior, yeah, this particular trim actually looks nice, but it's the exterior that's really special. All right, so coming to, let's start with the front. The SF90 XX is easily identifiable because the front end is completely different. Headlights are still the same. The air intakes are different. Then you have a double air intake system here. So you have air curtains on the side as well. And then the central air intake, that's a little different. Now this particular model has that fitting for the sensor. Maybe some other cars may not have it. Vents in the bonnet as well, just like in the 488, and then you have vents here. So of course that keeps the helps the car keep itself more aerodynamic. You have gaps in the loops in the front fender and the rear fenders. Those are of course to let the excess air out when the front wheels are spinning. More lightweight wheels. Then you have this really tricky side skirt which is quite wide. So I'm just imagining how hard it must be to park this car. It's already very wide. More carbon fiber around the air intakes, and then they have this small fin. The first one is for the antenna for the radio and everything. The second one is for a rear camera, because visibility from this car is barely anything. So all the way down there you can see the V8 engine. So it's a 4-liter or 3.9 liter twin turbo V8 engine, which makes around, with the hybrid system, makes around 1030 horsepower, so 30 more than the standard SF90. And then you get this fixed spoiler as well. But my favorite part is what they've done with the rear end. I never liked the rear of the SF90, but this horizontal light looks amazing, and it goes very well with the exhaust pipes. You also get in-body spoilering as well. Now for the diffuser, again very aggressive, and then you have more grills on each corners. Those are to let the air out from when the rear wheels are spinning. And the bumper, diffuser, everything has been redesigned, and it looks incredible. That's the part I really like. The front end, I guess it's a little nicer now. So overall looks have really improved, but this is of course not about looks. This is about performance. So it's lighter and it makes more power. So overall it sounds like a win-win, but we never really needed this car. I mean, SF90 was enough for us, for regular drivers. Who's really going to drive a 1000 horsepower car and say, I wish I had a little bit more? So we didn't really need this car. So I'm here at VIP Motors, and they're doing some work to their showroom. So we have some special cars here, a McLaren P1, and next to it something even more exciting, which is the Lamborghini Sian Roadster. And just look at it. It is incredible. I think compared the two grayish color Italian cars, I think we can do that, even though they're not direct competitors to each other. So the Sian Roadster is limited to just 19 cars, and the coupe is limited to 63. So because Lamborghini was founded in 1963, so that works somehow. But overall, looks wise, this car is much nicer to look at. I think it would be much more interesting as well. So if you look at the interior, it is all Aventador. It's completely Aventador. Everything, steering wheel, dash, the AC grills, everything. But what's special about this car is that it has a V12 engine with a hybrid setup. So that's more interesting. Plus, again, looks more interesting. It has a retractable spoiler wing, which again can act as an air brake. It can retract itself and disappear in the body. So it's actually more smarter than the track-oriented Ferrari. Floating lights, vertical wings as well. It has everything. So let me know, what do you think about this car? In fact, this doesn't even use traditional batteries. It uses supercapacitors, and then it has spring activated vents there. Those four vents, those are there. Those can open up when the engine bay heats up too much. Automatically the spring will expand and open up the vents to cool down the engine bay. So overall, I think the Sian wins here. But of course, these are not direct competitors. We're just comparing them because I'm seeing these two cars here for the first time. So then you have this McLaren Senna here. I think this is a much better choice for the track if you are if you want something. But I would take the Pagani Huayra because Pagani makes art. So you have a very special lineup of supercars and hypercars here in front of this massive speedboat. Let me know which is your favorite, because I like Ferraris, but the SF90 was never my favorite. I would hands down take the Enzo over it at any day. I love the F50, F40, the 288 GTO, the Enzo, all of those cars. But this is okay. This is good, but it's just not the best. So if you want to check out more interesting Ferrari videos, just head down to the video's description for names and links. Now, if you want to check out videos of any of these cars or all the other cars that I've seen, just have a look at my channel. Let me know what you think. You can find videos of Koenigsegg's, Bugatti there as well. Lots and lots of videos for you to see. The SF